target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
I am a huge fan of the Metal Gear franchise, a huge fan, and again I cannot wait for the release of the Master Collection coming out at the end of October, which is fantastic. As of recording this video, it is the 30th of September, but when I release this video it's going to be October, so yeah, it's going to be later on in the month, so you know what I mean, you get it. However, with Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, obviously it's up for debate on what is the best Metal Gear Solid. Some people think it's Metal Gear Solid 2, some people think it's Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. There's probably some older people that think the original Metal Gear and Snake's Revenge are the best ones, and if that's so, everyone is entitled to their opinion and they can go for it. In terms of gameplay and stealth gameplay, Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, and obviously Ground Zeroes with it, in my personal opinion, is not only the best Metal Gear Solid playable, but the best stealth game ever made. And to understand that, I'll try and word this without making this video about 4 to 7 business days long. But basically, Metal Gear Solid 5, yes, there's a lot of controversy because Konami and Hideo Kojima fell out, and obviously Hideo Kojima left, created his own studio, and made Death Stranding, which I absolutely love, and he's working on a second one, which I'm very excited about. And if Konami would have kept their greedy mitts out of his business and just let him 100% finish Metal Gear Solid 5. Now, the game has an absolute ton of content and does have an ending. The ending is just not as epic as I think Hideo Kojima wanted it to be, because they fell out before this game even came out, I believe. But the way Metal Gear Solid 5 is done is similar to Peace Walker, which was meant to be played in small chunks on the go on the PSP. So he wanted to do it so that you could hop on and do a few missions and not have to feel like you have to spend too long at a certain section. And all of the customization, you get to choose what time you enter the combat zone, where you enter the combat zone, how you traverse the land, what gear you take. Do you take Diamond Dog? Do you take Diamond Horse? Do you take Quiet with you? You can get a little Metal Gear thing that you can ride as well. That's pretty cool. You can unlock an absolute plethora of weapons and weapon attachments and items. In order to understand the enemy in different locations, you have to try and do a side quest to capture a interpreter so that you can get him back to Mother Base. Not to mention there's all the customization you can do to Mother Base, where you can upgrade things, allocate people to different research and development spots, even to upgrade the helicopter that infiltrates and exfiltrates you. There are optional objectives to do within each mission. You can tackle each mission however you want. You can go full on stealth, which handles incredibly well, or you can just go all guns blazing if you want to go all Rambo. You can use the Fulton extraction system to just kidnap anybody you want. That sounded a lot creepier than I intended, but you know what I mean. There is so much options. Obviously, you've got to generate materials to pay for your operation on Mother Base, and you can also steal materials, and you can steal equipment as well, like vehicles and gun emplacements, to take them back to Mother Base. And not anymore, but at one point there was multiplayer where somebody could actually invade your Mother Base, and you could go find them and take them out, or they could come and steal stuff from your Mother Base, which was pretty cool. It wasn't used quite a lot. I don't remember many people playing it, but I had somebody infiltrate me a couple of times, and I played it back on Xbox One, and I remember it quite fondly because Metal Gear Solid The Phantom Pain came out in 2015, so nearly 10 years ago, and my daughter was 1 in 2015, and she's now 9 years old, and I can hear her. I don't know if you can hear her on the microphone, but she's playing Minecraft in her room, and I can just hear her squealing. So when I first played this game, my daughter was a baby, a literal, like, a babe in arms, and now she's playing her own Xbox in her own room, which makes me feel incredibly old. But if this is a game you have not played, you are truly missing out. If you love stealth games, action games, games with a lot of customization, a lot of unlocks, and a lot of awesome stuff, the close quarters combat, the CQC is really fun to use. I'm not going to spoil anything about the story, but your character Snake has a prosthetic arm, and you can equip different prosthetic arms that can do different things, which is pretty cool. And this is the only game that I know of where you can ask one of your companions with you, Quiet for example, to shoot a grenade, and then you throw a grenade and she can shoot it into helicopters or into enemies. I mean, that alone is just fantastic. But we're getting a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. I don't know if they're going to bother with the Metal Gear Solid 6, of course, because Hideo Kojima was the mastermind behind the Metal Gears. However, I will settle for a remake of 3 and remake of any Metal Gear Solid done correctly and not greedily. But please let me know in the comments down below if you've played Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. It is, like I said, in my opinion, the best stealth game out there, and just a complete pleasure to play from start to finish. So much to do, so much to see, and so much story in it as well. If you want to find it, it's done majoritively through tapes and stuff. The cutscenes are quite minimal, but when they are there, they are really badass. But thank you very much for watching.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Mission complete. I guess it all worked out in the end.